This is David with the Paranormal Sessions podcast. Last night when I was ready to go to bed, I still saw like the black cloud that is over probably now about 1/3 of my bedroom, all the way up to the ceiling. So I'm laying there and I wanted to see, I really hadn't spent any time looking at that dark cloud. So when I started focusing on it, I could see all these like evil spirits like moving within the ceiling, and some of them, it looked like there were some spiders and some snakes, but it was I can't really think of the best way to describe it. I mean, I guess in a way I'd have to say I was almost amazed on how much evil was just moving. It was like the whole ceiling was moving, or at least that section that I was looking at. But and the part that kind of stood out is that as this wall is moving, or the ceiling, I'm sorry, is moving, now I'm starting to see the outline of the white light. It isn't bright. It's kind of like faded in a way, like it's there, but I assume it's not as strong as it normally is, because when it gets to the yellowish white light, that's when I know things are going to happen for the good. But I think it's in a way, it's kind of like a barrier just keeping evil in check, so to speak. But I was sitting there watching this whole ceiling move, and it must have been, and I'm just guessing, I mean, I could be completely off, but I figured there was probably 15 or 20 evil spirits moving around in there. But they're all changing shapes, because they showed themselves as spiders going across the ceiling, and the first time I saw it, that was kind of creepy. But I've seen that so many times now. Okay, I see the spider go by, and then they looked like they were snakes and other things. But it was amazing how that whole ceiling was just moving, and I'm sitting there looking at it, and I thought, if it wasn't for the white light, I'm sure they'd be all coming down on me and attacking me. But of course they're not, because I still have the white light showing. So that was kind of a unique experience, because I never really spent that much time. I mean, I can see the dark cloud when I go to bed. It's not directly over me, but it's like just right up next to me, if it dropped down. But that was the first time I really spent any time looking at it. And I don't know why I never did that before. I mean, I've looked at it, but I didn't, sit there and focus on it. I would look at it for a few minutes. Okay, that's the evil, like, dark cloud, so to speak, and then I'd go to sleep. But just sitting there watching it, I didn't realize there was that much activity within that dark cloud. So the other thing I want to mention, which was actually good, is last night I had my two small aquariums, and so I sat on the edge of the bed, and I was curious to see how many deceased children there are, if there was any, because there was originally 3, and then it went up to like 5, and then I saw in a previous video where 3 of those deceased children crossed over. So I thought there might be 1 or 2. So when I sat down on the bed, there was at least 4 and possibly 5 children on the bed with me. So my best guess, and that's all it is a guess, is I assume since they know I'm being attacked, that means that the children are understanding that they're not being attacked. So I think that's why they're like gravitating towards me, is that they're not going to be attacked. They know I will. So I think that's why. I don't know if and I don't know how this works on the other side. I mean, this is all just guesswork, but I assume, maybe the children, maybe someone a little bit older, they're saying that it's safe to be with me, which, I mean, that's great. If I can help any of them to cross over, even if I don't do anything and it just helps facilitate them crossing over, then that's all worth it. But there had to be at least 4 children on the bed with me. And so I assume there's some kind of, like collective thought that they're passing that information on that, you know, that I'm not going to hurt them, but that I'm being attacked. But if I'm being attacked, it means they're safe. They're not coming after them, they're coming after me. So if there's another 4 I can help, or, you know, whatever, I mean, that's great. I mean, I don't think I do that much to help them cross over. I mean, I'm sure I help them on some level, but I don't know how much. I mean, I don't want to take full credit, because I know that's not correct. I think I'm just helping them cross over. But I was shocked. I thought it was going to be like 1 or 2, you know, because when I sit on the bed, you could feel the weight of a child, and they, from just guessing, I see them, they probably weigh 25 pounds or so, or whatever, you know, maybe more or less. But there was at least 4, and one I thought there was a 5th one, but I wasn't positive. But I know now there's at least 4 more children in my bedroom, and that's great. Like I said, if they feel safe, and, you know, and I help them eventually cross over, what little bit I do, you know, facilitate and helping that happen, you know, that's great. I'm happy about that. But I didn't think there was going to be 4. I thought maybe like 1 or 2. Well, actually, I when I sat out on the bed, I figured it would be at the most 2, but then there was 4. But I was surprised. I didn't think that was going to happen. But, you know, if like the word gets passed along, or however that works on the other side, because you know, I don't have access to that. If they're letting the other children know that, you know, it's safe to be with me because I'm being attacked, which means they're not going to be attacked, then that's great. Then everything's worth it. But I was just, you know, pleasantly surprised that there's 4 more children there. And if, you know, if it happens, you know, periodically, you know, I keep helping, you know, children pass over, that's great. I mean, I can't ask much more than that. You know, that they're trying to stay safe, not to be attacked. And if they see me being attacked, they figure, well, if he's being attacked, then they're probably going to leave me alone. That's the only thing I can see why there's more children now that are coming to me. But I just wish I could at least see one of them, but I've never seen any of them. And it's because, you know, basically they're just, and I think some of them, they realize that they're deceased. You know, if they're like 9 or 10 or whatever, I assume they figured out that they're deceased. Well, I'm assuming they figured out, you know, maybe it takes a lot longer, I don't know. But anything I can do to help them, then it's all worthwhile. But I was really, really surprised when that many children sat on the bed with me. But I just wish someday, I did see those 3 that were in the yellowish white light in a previous video, and then they crossed over. So I did get to see them, but it was, you know, not that close. But I have a feeling I'll probably never see them. But if I can keep helping people, I mean, the children pass over, then, I mean, that's great. I mean, you know, whatever little bit I do to help them, then it's all worth it. And I appreciate everyone watching. Thank you.